And this is it. The winner of this goes into the winner bracket final. The loser goes into the lower bracket round 2. We got Fortitude on the left-hand side representing the humans. We got Happy on the right-hand side representing Aurora Gaming. Not wearing the jersey today, are we? Is it time to switch shirts in between the series again? Did you focus so much on your preparation? Did you forget the jersey? He's looking focused as ever though. Super central to the camera, both of these guys. Love to see it. And here we go on Tidehunters, a classic map between them, where the early game has been quite established, I gotta say. 40 always going for the lap, Happy always going for an expo. And that means items are incredibly important early on, especially the one for 40. What he got? Gloves of Haste for Happy. Rope of the Magi. If you're a 40 fan or cheering against Happy, then this item will make you happy. More damage, more mana, everything the Archmage needs. Looks nice on him too. Goes well with the red and the yellow, with the blue of the Water Elementals. Top notch. Could wear this to Paris. So, this game is all about expansions on both sides and canceling these expansions on the other side. This is a tandem. It goes back and forth, back and forth. We might end up the entire game on tier 1. You can feel that this is very important to both of these guys. Cool run by right there. Water Elemental already quite hurt. And 40 is a little hesitant here with summoning another Water Elemental, because if he does that, then there's no level 2 Water Elemental when he's level 3. And level 3 is where the Archmage really shines. That cool run by didn't accomplish anything, but Happy also. Ooh. Here we are saying it's a lot about expansions, but that isn't it. And Happy also skipping the narrow at the expo. Say so! Thank you very much for the 17 month! 6 years indeed, my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Happy is switching it up quite a bit. This is the Happy Ghoul Express. Lich, ghouls, onto Destros. And this is where 40 is weaker than Sock is. This harass hits super hard. Nova up, skeletons down, Lich level 3. High tempo. Mana management for Fortitude looks good. He keeps the tower up with extra peasants. Doesn't even cost too much repair. And ghouls are bruised. Having to retreat. But Happy's tech is around the corner. Lich, ghouls, Destros. Speaking of that Lich, oh my god. Double claw, gloves, claws, circlet, and the mantle. That's quite sick. 40's in position though. He knew this would be happening. He didn't move across. He did not send anything to Happy's gold mine. Once again, they learn from each other. They counter each other. In the past couple of games I saw between them, Happy did a lot more damage and was delaying techs by several minutes. So, feels like he weathered the first storm. And Happy doesn't really get a power spike from tier 2. He gets a lot of support, he gets a lot of stability. With statues coming soon. And the DK, which is obviously the second hero. But he's not getting any huge damage. Deny number 1, not a second. But he keeps the Lich from creeping, disallowing a fast level 4. And is forcing some ghouls off of lumber. Thank you, Tap BW, for the raid. We are casting the finest Warcraft 3 competition on the planet. You're joining for 2 of the top 3 players that we have in the world. clashing in a sweet best of 5. Nice deny. Again. And 40's Expo is safe. His tech is not perfect, but very close to perfect. How important is it to Happy to creep during tier 2 or to do more damage during tier 2? Because this wasn't much. Lumber should be great for 40 in a bit. Gets the masonry upgrade. He needs to work on towers, and oh my god, look at the tower progression. 6 of them coming. Yes, I can. We can't get much progress done. Boots on the Archmage. Nice to have. Same for the Lich. And this is kind of what 40 needs. This is kind of all that 40 needs, right? The clock is ticking. Destroyer upgrade didn't start. So he got a minute. Oh, the statue gets stuck. Oh, that's so annoying. We've seen it yesterday in 2 and 2x120, and I laughed at him that this is happening to Happy. Surprises me big time. Infi looking at this, being very proud of Fortitude's human play. Infinite towers. More of them coming. No second tier yet. Mountain King now queued. No tier 3 yet. Shredder is working on the lumber. No level 4. Happy not going pit lord. He doesn't feel too desperate. Dark Ranger it is. Ghoul Flood, but the towers aren't finished. This is time to do some serious damage. Repair is ready, and we're seconds away from the towers, and they are supposed to wreck these ghouls. Can he though? Statue a little bit out of position, being caught by a water elemental. One tower down, but the rest is fine. Should be fine. Statue down, second one being attacked as well. 40 doesn't even need tier 3. Looks like he's owning for now. Definitely very stable for the time being. Lots of corpses. This was 4 ghouls and a statue. And especially that statue hurts a ton. Carson Cleaner, thank you very much for the sub. I'm not clever enough to be the real Carson. Not even the real Carson is clever enough to be the real Carson. But you're doing fine, thank you. That expansion is untouched since the creep? I would say this is a glorious game for 40 so far. Because how does Happy scale really from here on out? The dreaded early tier 3 push was rather weak, was rather mid. And 40's tower timing was really good. You have to be so on point to hit timings against Happy. I mean, this Zeppelin drop is a bit telegraphed, I guess. But Happy knows, okay, is that a problem? No. But you still gotta respond to this. You still put up the map. This will force a town portal. It might lose you the Zeppelin, but you're still doing damage. You're still buying time. And Happy trying to nuke that MK. Invul. That was odd. Okay. Surely not what you want with tier 3 around the corner. Now we gotta counter X. Mountain King had no boots, so maybe he wasn't able to run away. And save the invo for later. Oh wow. Oh wow. Happy is... Oh. The Archmage run by right when the Expo comes up, but Happy is there anticipating this. There's no staff. Just a TP, another TP, and water elemental damage isn't enough. This just goes to show how well these guys know each other. They're inside each other's brain. That was a bit ambitious. And Happy got the marketplace. Second crypt. We have a gate. Paladin coming, Knights coming, lots of gyros. No flak cannon just yet. Hero levels 4-2-2 against 3-1-1. I think 40 is very happy with that situation, but Happy's knocking on the door to level 3. And there it is. Plus 12. Just fantastic. And 40, you don't have the supply yet. See, Happy's in position. Sick timing. 40 losing a lot of momentum here in the past couple of minutes while we praised him so highly for his defense. Once that Zeppelin came into play, things fell a little bit apart, but Happy, he has very little scouting on the map, right? He's going double wagon, anticipating tanks. That's a lot of supply in wagons. It's less than ideal. I guess neither of the players is really satisfied with what he did today so far. Uh-oh, Mountain King. Where's the Archmage? There we go. Didn't see him on the menu here. We have one staff that was used. 5 gyros. Is that enough against the Garg and Destroyer? Knights are falling quickly. Dark Ranger under attack. Another Garg falling. That opens the sky alongside the Water Elemental. New Garg coming in, evening the odds again. Full mana Destroyer falling. That's such crazy damage reduction. Paladin is happy on level 2. Mountain King gets it as well. And 40, oh, I was about to say, takes the fight. And then a Knight falls and everything is even again. Well, 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 well. Quite an exciting game. Quite a different game. And now, Happy shows us that he was just ahead of all of us. Because the tanks are coming. And the wagons are already in place while we move to Gargs versus Gyros. No Dreadlord though. That's a problem. Going for the Dark Ranger because of the timing push made it so Happy couldn't afford a Dreadlord. He didn't have a second base at that point, which is kind of what you want with the Dreadlord. And so he's stuck with the Dark Ranger versus Gyros. And what's the greatest solution you can have against Gyros? It's basically your Arcs and Destroyers. Wagon 1 down. Archmage still in. Wagon 2 under attack, but only... Ooh, boy, this is so close. Wagon down. Destroyer still there. Happy has to force a town portal. ASAP! Close! Not enough damage! The repair is too good! And 40 is losing. 1 tank, 2 tanks, and 2 knights. 1 tank was staffed, right? Yep, and he's stuck now. Ah, that's some time that Happy can use to recover. And maybe go for the counter expansion. That did not work. 40 down in supply for the first time in a while. And Lich is 5. And DK is 4. And Dark Ranger is 4. Shouldn't you play the long game? if you're 40 without the Dreadlord? Happy wasn't ready for Banshees at all? He would have had enough time to go for gyros. Now we need quite some insane gyro micro. And gyro reinforcements. So far. He doesn't have flak cannons! He doesn't have flak cannons! Oh, how does he not have flak cannons? Lucky that Happy doesn't realize this. Or doesn't want to commit into the towers, rather. He definitely realized this. Peak War 3, 100%. I really hope that the upcoming patch is not ruining the state of this matchup, because it's the best we've ever had. Town portal home, wagons in position. Taking the fight now! Oh, these Gargs are suffering. What's happening on the ground? Mountain King with the clap, but only a small one. Buying some time for the gyro, for the Destros to do damage, but they don't really have that much mana anymore. Now eating the water elemental, that helps. Mountain King needs the staff. Invul is running, but only for so long. Staff here, Archmage dead! No TP! He had an Invul, but he was too busy. And 40 throwing this game away. He had all the chances in the world. Supply is dead even, but the undead heroes are reaching peak performance soon. Oh ho ho, 40 crumbling under the pressure. Gyro bombs helping for a second, but with the gyros being here, they're not at home. That Expo isn't running. So hard to connect now. And that's a ridiculously small army. Gyro's coming, but what can they even attack? Are there destroyers here? We don't have any! But the base is down, and with that, Happy satisfied. And the Archmage dies again! 40 calls the game, and I gotta say, that's not peak 40. No, usually he plays that better. And Happy punishes these mistakes. Good transitions. Good timings. It didn't, block us out. The early game wasn't that good. 40 definitely made progress when it comes to early game Lich Express. But afterwards, some puzzle pieces didn't really fit, right? These attacks caught out, intercepted, forcing a lot of town portals. And those were super expensive. And the neutral ground goes to Happy. Crazy how prepared he was for the two tanks with two wagons already out when he couldn't be sure that there's tanks. And there were no tanks when he built them. But he was so sure that tanks would be coming because it's 40 that he had them at the right spot. What does flag cannons change from single target to AoE? Yeah, pretty much that. And that hurt a lot. Man, all the praise in the world for 40 and his early 6 minutes. Jay, thank you for the prime. And the early 6 minutes. But afterwards, like I can't really understand why he felt so pressured into pushing. All he had to fear at that moment was air. Without a Dreadlord. And I think that cost him the game. The Zeppelin kind of telegraphed it. I think the Zeppelin, that was still fine. But he lost that Mountain King. That obviously wasn't fine. But he kept Happy back, put him off the map, delayed leveling when he wanted to buy time. I think that Zeppelin move in itself was good. If he saves the Mountain King at least. But I don't know. He put needless pressure on himself. I think play Knight's Gyro. Play Knight's Gyro and win the game. Then Happy, of course, at some point has to transition into Banshees and will transition into Banshees. But you can go Mortars then or finish the game right before the Banshee timing hits. But man, there's a sequence when 40 was using all his TPs where you could feel that they know what's going on in the other player's head. Like wherever you move, I move. When I know that you come where I want to move, I run circles around you, etc. Oh, that was so good. 40 knew that Happy was going for an expansion. Happy knew that 40 knew that he had that expansion and positioned himself close to that little passage to the gold mine to be ready with the Nova and Lich attack while creeping the DK. Okay. Yo, you guys are so good, man. You guys are so good. Because if one of these moves where 40 was town portaling is successful, then it's his game again. But maybe he was scared of Banshees and wanted to finish it before. Understandable as well. Freaking god gamers. We're moving on to Hammerfall, which is oftentimes a very quick map. Decided by the early harasses. But maybe Happy has to change his shirt again. Blocked out the camera. Some time in between games now. Wonder if he wears that red shirt for good luck. Yo, Taker, what's up, dude? But of course his team sent him a jersey, now he's gotta wear that now. Wonder if that ruins like a pre-game ritual or something. Because I can see Happy being such a performer that he, on game day, always does the same thing. I would assume he always eats the same things. And then he wears the same shirts, or at least the same kind of shirts. I really hope it's the same kind of shirts and not the same shirt all the time. And that's then his good luck outfit. Same boxes probably as well. But now with the jersey, that's been changed. Oh, no jersey. Okay, I was wrong. Talking 4 minutes about pre-game rituals for no reason. Except a little bit of lulz. No lulz now. 40 down a map on his first loser's choice Hammerfall. He has destroyed Happy here in less than 6 minutes. But also Happy has destroyed the humans in less than 6 minutes. This early game is probably game winning. Happy's most difficult matchup. Sock eliminated him from the Doobie Ancient of Wonders. Can't be too pleased about that. Just when he thought he solved the Fortitude equation, another human comes up. And then that human can learn from the other human. They have very different styles, just like Happy and 120 have very different styles. We don't go with a Mountain King. We don't move to a DK, which was oftentimes the solution for 120. Happy is building a necropolis on the left-hand side. Is this Cars playing? So he's saving lumber for an uber fast tech, but he's expanding. He's expanding while the creep spot is still there, but since it's lured out, it's not attacking it. That saves so much time. That saves like 15-20 seconds? So you get regen from Blight now. Ooh, 40's timings are screwed, dude. How do you cancel the Haunted when it starts to build 20 seconds earlier? So you don't need the gold for the skull, because the necropolis is providing blight when you need it for the narrow, but you build it at the edge so it covers the expansion. You don't need the gold for the second ziggurat, that saves you lumber for a faster expansion. Is 40 still in time? He's under a lot of pressure now. This might still be a kill. This still looks like a kill. Oh, he got it. This must be frustrating. You coming up with a total new way of playing Undead Expo on Hammerfall, and he still slaps it down. Happy's teching now. Harassing. And that's a lot of peasants. Oh, that is painful. And that tower is his lifeline. I don't think he was home in time. All progress wiped. But the difference is Happy is teching and 40 is not. Happy's always playing the same. It's a technique that we've seen in FFA a lot from Night Elves and Undead. I gotta say, there's some elements of Warcraft 3 where FFA players are just light years ahead. Then there's others where, of course, they're not. But Happy is again the disruptive force that he wants to be. With too many peasant losses, that tower kill hurt him big time. Probably, yeah. Oh, no, he saved it. Sick. Archmage is so hurt though. So hurt. Arcane up. What a blessing that Cloak of Shadows is. By the way, little appreciation for the change. That Shadow Meld works in daytime. I know it's been some time. It's been years. But one of the best item changes that were ever made. Dust settles. 40 is very, very, very low on gold. Flank to flank, right hand side. 40 queuing a lumber mill, is that necessary? I still got all the folks on gold, that's fine. Can tech soon. What's he going for? Archmage being nuked immediately again. There's another Nova, gotta be careful. He's going for the... that would delay statues by a lot. Oh, mass repair. You can feel how important this building is to Happy. One more attack. I think he holds this. Archmage in trouble. Needs the damage. Gets it done by risking the life of his Archmage, who is forced to a town portal soon, is he not? He's running and he's escaping. Dude, this game, one haymaker after the next and they all land. They all land. He can build the slaughterhouse, but he can't build statues. It was 3 footies, I guess that's fine. Lich only 3.4. So... I guess it's even... Whoa, Happy with a double slaughterhouse. Hasu, are you watching? Old school undead. That slaughterhouse is wrecked. Maybe it was just the backup. Because he needs that slaughterhouse. It's the essential building. Statues are the essential unit. Another save of the water mantle to the side. Can't get that ziggurat though. That would crush Happy. Arch. Hey. What a game. Alright, we're approaching the 10-minute mark. 40's tech is unfolding. Happy's tech is significantly delayed. At this stage in the game, you want to push. You want to have your destroyers up. Your statues regening, you can see it reflected in the mana of both heroes, really. Happy throws everything at the pawn shop. Supply is relatively even. 40 still needs a bit of time. I guess 3 minutes and then he's settled. And I guess he has a very, very solid plan on how to reach these 3 minutes. He's going for the expo again. Archmage. I don't think he has a water elemental. If he has a water elemental, that's definitely a cancel. He got it! And the footballer here, Archmage, can't get surrounded though. He doesn't have a TP nor a staff. Trying to wiggle through. Happy. Oh, almost didn't get the surround done. I guess you have to sacrifice that old man for the additional gold mine. Worth it. Can go to the tavern. He's rich. Get him back. All good. Expensive, but still fine. Tier 3, 3/4. Use the heal pod. Okay. Not sure if that was necessary, but whatever. Very little on the ground now. 440, but of course he will explode into the 60 supply that he wants. Can Happy strike before? I don't think so. Unlike last game though, it is a dread. And an expo coming. The macro late game's unfolding. Use the pod after the tavern revived, not risk no but death. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. Okay, Knight's Gyros with potential for more air. Currently they don't find each other. 40's delay was so good that Destroyer upgrade is finishing at the 14-minute mark. Oh, that's something. Forcing Happy back. A town portal for pretty much nothing? Maybe? Got Carrion Swarm 1. Dreadlord in position. Perfect! 4 points around! Huge opportunity here. Happy popping that Scroll of the Beast. Popping all the items he got. Mountain King out of the fight. Paladin next on the menu. Got that heal potion though. The big one. He can't survive for a long time. And Happy's air. There's no chance for it, is there? Unless there's a high level Dreadlord at least. Nothing to attack for like 10 supply at the moment, so all the damage goes on to Knights. No staff usage ready anymore, and no flying machine bombs to help against the statues. They could force them at least to reposition, and that is the end for the Paladin. 40! He had nothing there really, and the Archmage dies as well! He wanted to be too cheeky and pass the staff or something and save both, but in the end he saves nothing. Lich dead too though. What a slugfest. Mountain King next on the menu or what? We got 4 hero kills in uber quick succession. Mountain King can't heal, trying to go for the nuke again. These Knights have to do it with the coil from long range. Happy salvages this perfectly once again. All that 40 got is gyros in the sky and Knights on the ground, and he still is able to force Happy back. What a grand exchange. 4 hero kills for Happy. And the game is still on. And the game is still on. There's some action on the left-hand side. Some harasses. The gyros have arrived. That was an absurd amount of XP for the hamster. Oh boy. Archmage, not again. Vamp aura, by the way. Interesting. Wow, what an absolute banger of a game for the most iconic matchup of players. This is peak Warcraft skill, understanding and mastery. So glad to get to witness this masterpiece. Preach! Preach! Now that's a copy pasta I can get behind. There we go. Spread the word. Because it's true. Happy feels like he's getting further and further ahead. You get the critical moment in the game where the Dreadlord is 3. And he got the Mana Stone. Forty has 75 food though. Happy is very low on forces. A big army versus high-level heroes. Most important item in this matchup are definitely invo potions now. These gyros turn out to be quite a disruptive force, but now not too many are remaining. Happy has no Destro though. Gyros can pressure banshees as well as statues. Happy going fiends is very rare. Put a light on the griffin to save it from a nuke. I'm fairly new to Warcraft 3. Are there any 4 to 6 players in Warcraft? I only see them playing each other every time. They are by far the best. And there's a lot of show matches and not too many major tournaments in Warcraft. So obviously the best players get invited to these show matches and that's why you see them most of the time. Possession is coming. These knights will soon belong to another player. Off we go. Get off my lawn, pesky undead. Oh, this quick surround by 40, but already anticipated to go for that counter surround with the Lich. Amazing carrion swarm. These gyros are suffering. And Happy is building that fiend army because he knows that knights are not a threat. That paladin so desperately needs level 2 for the divine shield, but he can't get it because he's dead all the time. Hail Mary by 40, going for the Lich again. Invul chasing. Happy has a town portal, but also a coil. He can't really reach. Here we go from downtown now. But the coil is ready as well. No need for that invo potion. Knights are suffering so hard. 40, 800 gold. Floating, where's the production? Get me the heroes back. This is unacceptable that the paladin isn't really back yet. Suffering in macro is 40 and happy is not. 1800 gold. He's playing this so greedy. He doesn't need more than 50 food. An insane performance by Happy today. Always trading efficiently. With 20 food less. And he didn't even show us the banshees. He didn't even have curse. He didn't even have anti-magic. Happy is now going into the big army. How is this holdable? How in the world is this holdable? I think it is. Well, last try, I guess. Gyros trying to take out the Banshees, and I guess that's working quite well for now. But we're just waiting for the next carrion swarm! There it is, I can't even look at it. So much damage. He's sniping Banshees. That's fine, 4 of them already gone. But we got 5 on net hero levels. And the Paladin especially is only on the receiving end this entire game. He's getting pummeled. That's game. Happy 2-0. What a match. What a man. What a god. The guts to stay at 50 food versus 40 in a match like this. Banking 2k for when he really needs it. Just outstanding. Just outstanding. But man, 40. You had the lead in both of the games. And then you threw in both of the games. That's really sad. Fruity Cake Maya, thank you for the 9-month resub. Forty can't keep his composure throughout the entire game. That's the problem. Sick, by the way, how Happy kind of tried to revolutionize the early game here. Second Necro. Haunted when the creep spot's still up. That was still ruined by 40 for like some reason. He figured this out. Good timing. But then there was no follow-up really. The follow-up came from Happy. 40 struggled with the defense. And then like this slobber knocker around the tavern with 4 kills. 2 of these kills are never supposed to happen. And the Paladin had no progress at all. Happy also made sure that there's no time to creep for 40. That was rough. That was rough. 2-0, the series could be over quick. Could be over right now. After this one. Next map, Echo Isles. This needs a crazy turnaround. 3 wins in a row. On Happy's maps as well. We're wondering, is it just the best of 3s that 40 loses? Did he get really good in these best of 5s? No, no. No, no. If you like what we're doing here, please feel free to check out backtowarcraft.com/support for all the financial support you can give us via Twitch. Subs, we gladly take your primes. If you didn't give a streamer your prime yet, send it to me if you want to. Regular primes of regular subs, of course, as well. On YouTube, we have the membership, which is basically the equivalent to a Twitch sub. One-time donos, merchandise, Patreon, all up at backtowalkers.com/support. And with that, we also need a lot of support for the man on the left-hand side, Fortitude, trailing 0-2. Now we're moving on to Echo Isles. And what surprises do we have held on Echo Isles? MK first, Dreadlord first. It's all possible. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, hitting the like button goes a long way. Smash that like button if you like to see Mountain King versus Lich, because that's what we get. Do you still believe in yourself, 40? Happy's he's overcommitting a lot, isn't he? That's the topic of the first two maps. So either ooh, that's the Shadow Priest stolen. Hi. So either he gets overconfident in the games, or he feels like he has to play it ultra risky. And that is forcing these errors. +8 would have been amazing, and an Archmage. And Happy is back to expansion meta. As he's not facing an Archmage, there's not much to fear. So, Mountain King Mass Air, is that what it is? Happy could go 6-0 versus Human in the playoffs. He could go 6-0 in his weakest matchup against the strongest Human in the Western scene and the strongest Human in China. That's nuts. There's certainly some different timings here, but I'm very sure Happy changed stuff that we don't even understand. Apparently it takes a sock to win the match against him these days. With Human Undead. More mercs, early stability. Expo is a lot faster on Happy's side. You know, you just don't creep too well with the Mountain King. Oh, Lich Ring of Regen. I only see this now. The dream. While Archmage and Water Elementals lay the siege to expansions usually, has to be mostly Footman now. But 40's expansion is uncontested too, as Happy is falling back, creeping a lot for level 3. Exactly level 3. Interesting, he goes double Shadow Priest. Risky business! So close! That could have been, well, not really game, but that would have stopped every harass possible for 40 in this game. And then you got a level 4 Lich against you, get the mana battery up, and that's the end for all Footman. Crucial moment to not get surrounded. Still lots of losses on 40's side without any gains, except time. Going into that double crypt. This is the fastest tech on Fortitude side this series. At least there's that. Where to go from here? Lich super tanky. Nice little sustain. With Priest healing and Ring of Regen. Able to get out of surrounds with the staff. At least shop control. Both are hesitant to creep. I want to save that XP for the second heroes. Can he trade Footman for Bursey? That's great XP. With that, you don't mind. Very, very tough here for Fortitude to deny anything, of course. No range attacks. Certainly a downside. And this looks a bit desperate, I gotta say. Bursey. Still up, doing damage, not bad. If a Nova hits though... Oh, he got the heal scroll for it. Okay. Not bad then. Especially if he gets that ghoul. Greedy. The Lich is out of mana. Okay, here's the chance now. But next to the DK, got the bash cancelled, so he's forced to go into the town portal. 40 is gaining momentum here. And we immediately go double temple. Immediately. But on the other side, we go triple workshop. Is it just instant tanks? Tanks into air. There's hope for everyone who wants a longer series. Level 4. Time to get rid of these mercs for sure. Too much XP to not nuke him. Pally second, similar to what Sock is playing these days. A lot. Happy Sweet lasted here, of course. That Paladin This is not a big brain comment, but this paladin has to reach a higher level than the paladin in the previous game on Hammerfall. And Happy wasted a coil. Invul potion too. Garg's coming. Merc's all gone. Happy double slaughterhouse, double temple, dreadlord coming, attack upgrades. It's so fascinating how many production buildings players are able to afford. Like back in the day, you saw 2, max 3 production buildings on a player. Now we're up to 5 and 6. Especially in this matchup. And this is why this matchup is the best there ever was. Maybe competing with Human Night Elf in like 2016-ish. Was it later? Maybe 2018? No, 15, 16. 40 harass, trades the TP, take 40, yeah, it takes Happy off the map. Little progress. We get tanks, get griffins. Dreadlord level 1, no blood mage yet. If you see this, and you're 40, could you go Dark Ranger? Can't be coiled. Silence against Banshees. Paladin forced to a potion. That's theory crap this later. Going for the Dreadlord. Gyros are in. One might die, but clearing the sky, man, is the most important thing right now. Dreadlord being blocked. Oh, the footman closed the surround again. But the pally, how do you save that paladin? Needs the staff. Ouch. Damn, Slobber Knocker again. The balls on Fortitude has run away. There is a Nova. Will this MK die? Don't risk it, 40. Don't risk it. What's he doing with the Mountain King? He's just begging for the Coil Nova. Why he's so greedy? Can't help but hold my breath, but it was the right call. The Griffins dominate. For now. For now. Coil back, turns around, MKTP. Got the statue, reduces the amount of regen that's available. I'm sweating just watching these games. He got TP and Invul, calm down. Did you see the match on Hammerfall? I don't think after what happened in the middle of Hammerfall, we can be calm anymore. So how much did the tanks do, I wonder? We didn't see it, right? This is one of these TP trades that just buys time. In these little engagements, of course. Coil Nova is strong, but it's only level 1 on the coil. 40 continues playing this 2 heroes. And now we're playing the heroes attacking the south. Tanks are attacking the north. Takes Acolyte off the grid. Can 40 claim the top? Don't think so. Doesn't have the resources. He has a strong army. Maybe he can close it out now, but the fighting army is obviously weak. He can only harass. Tanks are not a fighting army. Happy is only at 60 though. Staffs are good. Holy Lights are good so far. DK still gets 3 and the port. 40 less risky. He's taking out some wagons there on the cost of his tanks, of maybe one Griffin. Thank you, Exodon TV, 65 month. Much love. Gargs and Wagons, like Happy's army more and more computer AI in the campaign. Just the Necros. Just the Necros are missing. Happy has to rebuild quite some structures there. Shop, Crypt, Slaughter. And he's not rich. Unlike on Hammerfall. He's not rich at all. Oh, 40s and high upkeep. That's so expensive. This effectively cost him gold every second. Oh, this is so inefficient. He gets 8 gold instead of 14. Oh, that cost him so much. It's because of this that he can't claim the 3rd Expo. Or can't afford an Invo potion. This is a gigantic mistake. Well, I was about to say Happy's helping out, but... Oh my god, 40, take the peons off of gold, please. Are you losing the... He might be losing the game because of this. Like I oftentimes say, upkeep doesn't matter that much, but then I'm talking about no upkeep compared to normal upkeep. High upkeep on Expo. Cost the world. This 60% income tax. 4 minutes now. Oh, finally. That was painful. We got a lot of tanks though. Not too sure why he's researching barrage against 6. Okay, against 6 guards maybe. Oh yeah, that is a lot of damage then. Chat, does high upkeep deplete 10 gold from the mine and only give you 40%? Yes. So the 10 gold is gone, 60% vanish. 40% in your bank account. So yeah, otherwise you can argue in high upkeep you deplete the mines slower. Oh, 40 is listening. And the stream is lagging. There we go. Save. No, not save. Maybe save. Can someone save 40 from being relegated to the lower bracket? Happy pushing. He's on 80. And there's no tower support. Whee! That was a lot of barrage. Happy's Gargs getting sniped by fireworks. Love that one gyro to go for shades. Holy moly. Can 40 close it out? 8 tanks versus 6 wagons. Siege damage meta, everybody. Exchanging spells. We got a level 5 MK, level 4 paladin. Looking good. Garg killed by rockets again. And the mains are soon to be depleted. Forty's last chance, really. Now he's in upkeep. Will Happy follow? Kind of a lot of TPs. No distraction push anymore. Falls to the walls. We got no Archmage Blizzard, of course. AoE in general is low. Tanks are falling rather fast. Happy's focus fire is a lot better. Feels like 40 is just attacking the Black Citadel, but what does that do? What does that really prevent? Tanks are falling so fast. What the heck? This is... What was that? He just threw the tanks away for nothing. For legit nothing. It's down to heroes now. But they're running out of mana. No Blood Mage, no Archmage. What can you do? And of course we got statues and no Paladin no more. Weird. Weird. Forties might be tricked. This was his best game. And he just threw all these tanks away. Now he has 1500 gold left mining. And he goes for a barracks. Happy is fully stacked. No more income for 40. Watch some human town halls disappear versus 5 wagons. We were anticipating this match for a while. And Happy came prepared. This was top-notch Happy here. And 40 wasn't up for the task. Too many mistakes. Happy barely made one. Don't see a way where you outmaneuver your opponent anymore. Happy's cleaning the map. Might be one fight left. Griffin's Observer down there. Yep. Griffins were necessary to take out the wagons? I mean, in a fight, wagons don't really have targets anymore. It's just buildings. So in army efficiency, it's kinda even. But all Happy has to do is to go for some air. And then he wins. Like destroyers. Kill him. Yup, exactly. Great minds think alike. There's just one way. There's just one way this goes. And it's not the way that the human fans wanted to. Happy. Oh, DK. Attack. Yo, the Hail Mary of all Hail Marys. Only now feeling the need to use the invul for that little bit of efficiency. He's running circles around him. The carrot in front of the horse's face. 40 plays double Dota. But he doesn't have an ult. And soon he won't have an MK. And he won't have a paladin. And that's the end. Happy goes 6-0 versus Human and WAL. His weak matchup. 6-0. Big celebration. We saw the Big D. And he slapped his Big D on the table today and said, "That's my house. I own this tournament." The man with the DK initials dominates the world once again. There's only one player who can defeat him in the winner bracket now, and that's the winner of the next match.